We are back with another episode of Two for the Culture. I'm Justin Devonte.
I'm Stephen Ray.
And yes, sir, we are back. How you feeling?
Feel good, man. Feel good. Feel great.
Yeah.
How's everything going? How you been?
It's good. It's been a little hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's feel a little fresh. Yeah, I feel like new, ready to get back into things, but everything's been good. There hasn't been too many life changes on my side, I don't think. Maybe little things here and there, but nothing's too drastic to where it's like a huge pile on that, I've noticed. It's just kind of same old, helping my granny, working. Yeah. Having goals and things like that, trying to accomplish goals, trying to do better at work, just the simple things, What about yourself?
Really just locking back in, making that a thing, reading more. I didn't finish, but I got through to the point of what I wanted to with, what's that book called? Something about selling, the psychology of selling, just trying to be a better, or actively making myself like a better sales person. Because with all the social media stuff, it's like you got, there are people with teams and stuff, and I don't have that right now. So, a lot is on me, so I have to brush up on skills that I'm not, fully, I wouldn't say confident with, but I could be better at. So, yeah, I bought a few more books. Chill with my daughter for her spring break. That was dope. That was cool. Yeah.
You said you went to arcade with your daughter?
Yeah. We always go to that arcade.
Is there a game she looks forward to playing?
Yeah, skee ball.
Okay. She's still been kicking butt?
She's good at it. I think one of the main things this time being with her was just kind of like I'm really trying to like make her a winner.
What you mean?
Just in general, just I don't know, just like trying to teach life lessons, even if we playing Uno. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And she's a super go getter, and you could just tell, like, just as a child, it's crazy.
Yeah. So you're at the Uno card table. If you're not first, you're last.
Oh God. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, I don't like these cards. I'ma lose. I know it." I was like, "You are." I was like, "You are." Yeah. You keep telling yourself you're gonna lose. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You tell yourself you're gonna win, then you have a big chance of winning. Just stuff like that. And I saw it happen too. Like I saw it, like she like kind of changed her mindset while she was playing. Not necessarily Uno, but like it's somewhere like you got to use skills and shit. Kind of like skee ball. Like you have to use a certain skill and focus and all this. So if you tell yourself like, I'm gonna miss this jump shot, you gonna miss that. But if you like, I can get it, then it's like a different level of focus to try to win and shit. And she was getting up with me on some of these games after she would like start to change her mindset. So that's really important for me to like instill in her those small things. Yeah, it's really cool to see.
Yeah,
I want her to kick everybody ass like outside of here. If I demolish her in all these games, that's it is what it is. But she be getting up with me. But my main point is like when she walks out of here, you know what I'm saying? Like she like I want her on my team. You know what I'm saying?
As a parent, do you look back? Do you like ever call your own parents and be like, "I get it now"? You know what I mean? Like I understand why you did what you did.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. It's funny. Like as soon as I heard myself say "nah," it just sounded like I'm like y'all suck. That's not where I was coming from with it. But I think I don't know. It's like my mom kind of just really just made everything like fun for real. Like it was a fun time. And then my dad, I think there were a lot of things he tried to do that I won't. I see, certain things or whatever, but like Kaya's 9, so like I don't remember too much from that age. I remember more like teenager and all that type of stuff. But I still feel like if there was a conversation to be had, it would be more so if I had a son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then I would like hit my dad up and be like, "Oh, damn,"
Yeah, how important is it? I'm assuming that you have childhood trauma. I'm assuming.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm sure everybody has something.
Okay.
You know, my parents did divorce, and there are definitely things that in my home I would want differently. But it's not like traumatic.
Well, I mean, it's yeah. Maybe trauma is like a tougher connotation.
I mean, that's a real word. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I just don't.
But I'm just saying, like, but nonetheless, it's whatever shapes your upbringing. Because trauma can, in some ways, could possibly be a good thing. Like
For sure.
Yeah, like 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 PTSD. If
Right.
if an active shooter was to happen, your PTSD, you know what I mean. Your experience would kick in.
Yeah.
Like you hear gunshot, you already ducking low. You know what I mean. You're alert. Yeah. So I mean,
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, just growing up in Memphis in general.
Yeah.
I wanna bring that question back to you, but I do remember being with. I was dating somebody one time, and then this dude got into an argument. I think it was at like Golden Corral or something. It was they went in buffet places where the bread is always fire there. And it was a group of us there for some reason. Like I don't. This had to be like maybe 4 years ago, something like that. And then this dude got the argument with like the boss, and then he either had a gun on him, or he was like, "Man, I'm about to shoot this bitch up," or something like that. So the people I was with, one of them was strapped, and all the men, really except the girl that I was with, you could tell who grew up with things going wrong sometimes.
Okay, why you say that?
Because she was like, "What are we gonna do?"
I mean, that is a concern, though.
Facts. But what I'm saying is, it's like how you said, like some things can change you.
Right.
Like if you're in traumatic situations,
Right.
and then like you get older, you kind of just like, all right, I kind of know how to like deal with certain things, or you pick up, like,
right.
This ain't that other shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so the traumatic situations can most definitely change the course of how we deal with situations and things like that. But damn, you had asked me something.
Well, you did want to reverse it on me, but also it just reminds me of Memphis.
Right.
I guess I should answer the question first. Yeah, I mean, there's things that like of course we got things that we all need to work through, and me myself included, and but you can be hyper vigilant when you be more attentive to certain things,
Right.
So things like, say if I'm just going to use a random example. Like you was nappy headed growing up. Now, as an adult, you're going to be more paying attention to your hair and make sure that you're shaped right, just because you was always checked as a child.
Facts.
For being that. So there's things to where they can be positive. Like that's it. If somebody calls you nappy headed now, that may be a trigger for you. You know what I mean? Like, hey, nappy headed. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
or whatever. But that's a focus for you. It still may hurt, but ultimately it's better for you because it may be more aesthetically pleasing. Using that example. So, and I can apply that in some ways for myself too. So there's things that was like, hey, this may sting if I get called out for this thing, but so let me make sure I don't do the thing or correct the issue. Yeah, and and I may not correct the issue 99% or 100% of the time, but it may be 98, and that 2% when I do check for it, it may hurt. Yeah. So I think there can be good to it. Of course, there still needs to be healing. Yeah, right. I think that's the most important, but it's still some good.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of and heard a lot, even this past week. That traumatic situations just really just like mold people, and sometimes it's like, I don't know, you can be so overprotective of or it could be like PTSD, like you said. It could be a certain word or a certain action or a certain whatever. And I feel like as people grow older, they can be so overprotective that it can kind of like fuck up situations. So, for example, if I got robbed when I was younger, and somebody just simply says some shit like, "All right, nigga, we'll see about that when we come outside." I might just pop his ass, just to stop this man from possibly robbing me. But now I'm in jail because I was overprotective of myself.
Right.
And I've seen that a lot in many different situations. So, yeah, I think I'm super I mean, I guess I gotta like dive deep to see if I don't know, talking to people and hearing about other people's traumas and shit like that. Like, I can never say I just really went through some crazy shit growing up, for real.
Right.
Yeah, just it's like what did I go through, for real? You know. I mean, Memphis is a thing for sure, but it's just like, is it, you know, after you get over the environment, not over it, but after you adjust to the environment and think like this is just a normal, you know, the anxiety of living in Memphis. I didn't even know it was anxiety till I left. So it was just normal. All that shit was normal. Like just looking over my shoulder at every gas station, especially like after a certain time frame, and this shit was just normal till I left that shit.
Right.
But
yeah.
Okay, I'm sure that probably follows me everywhere. But yeah.
But that's also having a brand and being, you know, into the public and having a strong brand.
Well,
yeah, because you got to look at yourself that way. I'm saying that plays a part in it too.
It does. It does. I wasn't speaking about that though. That does add to it though,
right?
For sure. It's a different type of pressure or whatever. But
and that's actually leads into one of the things I did want to ask you, because since you have your own brand, do you feel like you have to always show up as your best self in public?
No. It depends on where I'm at too, though.
Okay.
Yeah. For some reason, all the black places, it's kind of like, I don't know what it is or where it comes from, but it's kind of like you got to put that shit on, and it's like going to church, you know, like or like Easter Sunday or to compare it, if I go to this white bar across the street, I could wear whatever the fuck. I could be in this bitch with some sweatpants and a white cap and a fucking red bubble coat. Steve, what's up? You know, if I go to fucking an event where niggas is at and all that type of shit, man, like, what's he must going through it.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like there's a certain level of I don't think it has anything, the thought of like showing up as my best self, it's not usually a Reysosilly thing. It's just kind of like a black thing for real.
I got you.
Yeah. So it ain't that. Do you feel that, like the difference between going to like a white place and then, you know, not necessarily like a pool party or whatever, but like the same event, the same exact event. Like there's a poppin' white bar or a white lounge, and then there's a poppin'. I don't even want to say that for real, because then you can go different. Upscale,
I have an answer. Yeah, I have an answer to your question. So, you know, I feel like when I'm out in like, you know, black bars or black lounges, it can feel somewhat elitist and classist in a way. You know, so there is a different energy. Like, I have to be my best self here, because the energy feels off. It doesn't feel like I can be freely myself. So I was like, it feels like I have to tuck in a little bit and be like more uptight. That's just how the feeling goes. Now, whether I just say F it, I'm gonna do my own thing and it's just gonna be what it's be, that's one thing. But in that, I don't feel that like mental pressure. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and that's just gathering off of the energy, not saying that is what's happening, which if I'm being honest, my opinion is it is a little elitist. You know what I mean? And it's set up that way. You got, they bring out the sparklers to the people who have, who's at the booth. The booth is expensive. Everybody knows it's expensive. So it makes you feel like you somebody. You paying for bottles that's a couple $100s. It's not just the fact that you want liquor. It's the fact that you bought this and everybody knows it's expensive. So they know you got it. So it's like, it's geared around like classist elitism. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not saying that I would never partake, but that's, if I'm being real, that's essentially what's happening.
Damn, actually, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen a video of like a white bar and just girls, just like bottle girls and like.
Yeah, you can go like Barstool and they'll have that for sure. But there's
for the most part.
Yeah. It's not essentially that. It's more of, hey, we're here to have a good time. Wear what you want. We buy some liquor, tip. You know what I mean? Enjoy the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that definitely is a thing. But no, yeah. But just to answer, yeah, it's not it ain't never really a Reysosilly thing. It's just more so like you can't be janky, and especially like women be trying, they be looking good, like in terms of they want to go out and look their best, and
of course,
all that or whatever. So you kind of got to like match the vibe a little bit. Otherwise, you just some janky ass nigga that what a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I couldn't imagine going to like Duco's or something. I got white socks and sandals.
Right, exactly.
Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, but some of the places I take you is very much that, like the pool lounge. You know what I mean? It's fairly busy. It's people in and out, but nobody's watching for what you really got on for real. Everybody's like really chilling.
Facts.
Yeah, I didn't see nobody like, dang, they come in here styled out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that also builds character too when you don't care about that type of stuff. Just being kind of like how you said, like eventually you just get to a decision of, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm finna go in here and get this or that. It's kind of like a confidence thing. Like you don't have to keep up with the Kardashians or whatever. Like I just want to get this drink and just have some fun or whatever.
Right.
So sometimes that comes into play as well.
It's kind of bring it back to a little bit what we talked about earlier about Memphis. Have you heard about LeBron James and his comments about Memphis Grizzlies? Yeah. How do you feel as a Memphian? So I'll give backstory. Yeah. So LeBron James, he said he was on a golf course and they I don't know how they specifically got on the Grizzlies in Memphis, but he said they need to move the Memphis Grizzlies to Nashville. Nobody wants to stay at no damn Hyatt. And I think he used the F word. Yeah. And then so from there, not Instagram specifically, but social media, they had like a whole montage of basketball players talking about how they hate staying in Memphis. Yeah. Like Draymond Green had a legitimate gripe, but I'll say the gripe and then I'll let you have your comments and I'll say mine. But did you see Draymond Green?
It was sort of the same thing.
Well, it was like Andrew Bogut. His sprinklers randomly went off in his hotel room.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then he was like, the staff wasn't trying to do nothing about it. Now that feels somewhat on brand. Yeah. Like I love Memphis, but I don't know if customer service is what they specialize in.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't live their life. So like, are they all going to the same hotel or something?
Well, they're saying that they don't really have good hotels.
Yeah.
The biggest one, of course, is the Peabody, but I
would just assume that they're good places to go.
Yeah, so they have the West End now, which will probably be the best hotel. But then they also have the Hyatt, the new Hyatt one. But outside of that, there's I've talked to people since then from Memphis, and they was like, those are our best hotels.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So they're really complaining about their stay more than anything.
Yeah.
And it's probably lumped in about their stay as well as Memphis as a whole, of the perception of Memphis, and now there's really not too much to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as an adult, I haven't really explored Memphis as an adult, so I really don't have a lot of answers for that. I just grew up there, so it's just like certain parts that I know more than others. But it seems that it is a common story that I keep hearing over and over and over again, that people have these experiences there, and of course I follow more than a few Memphis people, and it's usually a backlash like immediately as soon as somebody. It's kind of like that home pride thing.
Yeah.
Somebody talks about your home, you're like, man, hell no, well, fuck them then. It's Memphis. In my head, I'm like, these stories are kind of compounding at this point. It's like there got to be some truth to this shit somewhere. So, like I said, I don't live their life in anything like that, but for some reason, there's a sense of this story keeps coming back around. So I don't know what that is. Like, and I've heard somebody say, like, yeah, it feels like somebody slept in this bed 1,000 times or some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Like, what type of hotel? They couldn't be. I just feel like in every area, in any city, there's always a very nice place to stay somewhere. So I'm just wondering, like, what happened?
Right.
Like every time.
Right.
So, and that's just the people that spoke up about it, which means that there are a lot of other people that feel the same way.
Oh, I mean, for sure. I mean, who cares about what the 12th man gotta feel about it?
Right.
Yeah, they're not gonna stick a camera in their face anyway. So your honest opinion, if you had the time to go out in Memphis and go to a bar or lounge like you do here in Nashville, would you?
I mean, it depends on the area. I've heard a lot more about Midtown.
Okay. Well, I'm saying, would you want to go?
I would want to go to certain areas to check it out. Again, like, I haven't experienced Memphis as an adult,
which is interesting that you're from there. And
I ain't been back for real.
I mean, you've been back
to see family only.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, there's no eagerness to try to go out and see the town too.
All the people that I hang around be inside. Yeah, they don't be going out.
But I'm just saying, if I'm going out, it's like, dang, I never really ventured out my city. Let me go here.
Oh,
Yeah. And I would be intrigued about Nashville. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying about my city in particular, right, how I feel. Of course, you can feel different. But it's like, dang, if I'm coming in and out and I've never been out, it's because there's no draw for it. If that was the case for me, it was because there's no draw to bring me out. You know what I mean? Yeah, but
it's kind of like how the city set up too. I mean, yeah, it's just I never even thought about it. The past couple of times that I went, I never even thought about going out because I truly enjoyed what I was doing. So it's like that. I didn't need any extra boost of excitement. Like the past times that I went there, I was around my family. All of my friends were in town. Everybody met up at one house.
Yeah. You're talking about the most recent, but that's not every time, though.
I'm saying every other time. I mean, before then, what? Because
you go.
It was Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah, it was like another time. So right. I'm saying it's always those time frames. Now I'm closer, so now I can like go back and forth more often. But before then, I was in LA. So the only time I went to Memphis was literally and only to see family. And 9 times out of 10, my friends were in town, and we would all link up at this one house that we always link up at. And it was just a great time. And everybody leaves within a day or two. So there wasn't a need to do anything else. Maybe if I stayed for like a lengthy amount of time, then maybe.
I feel like that was a social media trained answer.
It can sound that way, but I don't be in Memphis for a long ass time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I be in there for like a couple of days, max. Mm-hmm. So most times it's like 2 days. Mm-hmm. And I got multiple people. Like my mom and my dad, they stay together, so I might be over there that day. Then the next day, I'm at my homie's crib that I basically like grew up with too. Mm-hmm. And it's just my time is split, and don't nobody go anywhere, and I'm used to it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said I would have to actively turn that button on in my head. Like I just get so comfortable there because I'm from there. Mm-hmm. You know, so, and if I'm there for a couple of days, I don't really care about going out. And most of the people that I hang out with, they're like, oh, we're going to meet up at da-da-da play. That's the first plan every single time. Mm-hmm. It's like, where y'all at? I'm going to pull up on you. That's the first thing. Mm. So.
It sounds like there's nothing outside for them to go outside.
It sounds like it, right?
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it sounds like, you're giving the answer.
Yeah, I'm probably like, but all the fire and the gasoline that you need.
But so let's bring it back to LeBron James' comment about Memphis moving to Nashville. Yeah. How do you feel about him saying that? Or Memphis Grizzlies, that is.
I can understand from his perspective, and again, this same constant talk about the hotels and the stay and all this from the players in the NBA. I can understand somebody on the outside of Memphis saying like, bruh, y'all need to go to Nashville. Mm-hmm. I can understand from their point of view. Being a Memphian though, if you take that away, that's one of the biggest things. Mm-hmm. It's one of the biggest sense of pride that Memphians have. Like going to the games and stuff like that. You know, I done went to a few of them, and you take that away, you taking a lot away from Memphis. So as a Memphian, I wouldn't want that to happen because I feel like that would. It wouldn't make the city better for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it would be. Yeah, I don't know which way it would go, but it ain't better.
Yeah, right. So it's going to go down.
Yeah,
in what way?
I don't know.
Like you think the economy will crash? Of course, there's going to be lots of jobs. Obviously,
lots of jobs. I feel like
because that's $1 billion organization.
Like taking like that pride thing. Yeah. I feel like you would hurt some of the soul of Memphis taking that shit away. Yeah. So all I remember was Memphis having that, you know, and they came from what, Vancouver or something?
Exactly.
So I don't even remember what that was like before then.
Right.
So yeah, but after that was there and everybody going to the pyramid, I remember the pyramid days, and yeah, and everybody going up to the FedEx Forum. It was like it's just everybody like go to this thing. It's not like a concert. It's a very diverse collection of people from Memphis, to where everybody can kind of hang out in the same place type thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I would not advocate for just being a Memphian. Mm-hmm. You know, business wise, when it comes to money and billions of dollars and this and that, like. I don't know what that is, but you know, I would have to open up my perspective for something like that. But like as somebody from Memphis, I feel like that would be terrible to take that away from Memphis.
Right.
How do you feel as somebody from Nashville? Like, we would love you guys.
No, so keep in mind that I did live in Memphis for a couple of years as a youth. And a lot of what you just said, I totally agree with. Like losing that's like losing, you know, the heart of Memphis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something, you know, because I was just talking to one of my coworkers today, and I was like, Memphis Grizzlies as a organization, even though they haven't brought a ship, they haven't been all that bad. Mm-hmm. Like from the
right.
From the Gasol, Conley, Randolph era to the Morant and Desmond Bain, all those guys, Jaren Jackson. Now they're rebuilding, so only John Morant's really only left. But they was in the playoffs last year and has been consistent through that. There's only been so many lapses to where they was just terrible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the Hasheem the beat era and all that crap. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I was like, when the height of the John Morant era, I mean, the city was lively. You know what I mean? It brings a new life. When the Grizzlies do well, I feel like that uplifts the whole city. Everybody excited, happy. You know what I mean? You can bond together over this, over the joy of your team doing well for the city. Mm-hmm. I'm totally for it. Nashville, I don't think it's necessary. I think it moves the needle for Nashville, but it's not significant enough to of how much the Grizzlies mean to Memphis. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't advocate for that. Like, of course, since I drive, it's only going better because, I mean, there's 82 games of the year, 41 home games. Yeah. It would, I would not want it. It's like, essentially, like when I watch the Packers play and there's a pass interference called on the Packers, but it wasn't really pass interference. It's like, yeah, that sucks, but I'm still winning because they missed that call. Yeah. So it's going to be unfortunate if that was to indeed happen, but that's something I'm not pushing. I want to stay there because of how much it means for that city, and I do love Memphis,
right?
Despite all the crap I do say, it's joking, but it's out of love and it's true. So I want to be real at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I think that. Yeah, I'm not wishing any of that on that. But so that brings me to my next question. How do you feel about Memphis as it sits today?
Well, that's hard for me to say because I ain't really,
outside looking in, your own opinion.
How it sits today,
from what you know.
I mean, the rep is still repping. Especially after this Pooh Shiesty shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I honestly but like it's for years. As soon as I say, "Oh yeah, I'm from Memphis," you're like, "Oh." Okay.
Yeah. I ain't got know me.
It's not fucking.
Yeah, they started taking their the little
pocket. I only got $20.
Yeah.
But man. I thought that it was gonna be like a stagnant thing. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh shit, Memphis. After Pooh Shiesty did or allegedly whatever happened.
What he do?
Allegedly, Pooh Shiesty is this dude named Big 30 and like a couple of like 6 other guys or something.
Rappers?
I don't know. Entourage.
Pooh Shiesty's not. I'm saying Pooh Shiesty and Big 30's a rapper.
I think Big 30's a rapper.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. I think Pooh Shiesty wanted to get out of his contract. So I guess from what I read, so I don't know everything, blah, blah, blah. But from what I read or what I heard, Pooh Shiesty wanted to get out of the contract. Pooh Shiesty was in jail. He came out of jail, and I guess he felt like kind of messed over with the business side. And I don't know what, but he felt that, and he wanted to get out of the contract. And I guess clearly Gucci Mane was like, no. Mm-hmm. And he said, let's meet up in Dallas. The man had the ankle monitor on, like everything. And somebody else that rode up there had their ankle monitor on. Mm-hmm. And they rode up there, whatever, said, let's just discuss it. And Pooh Shiesty's dad as well was there. Mm-hmm. And from what I read, basically, is it ended up that Gucci had, I guess, some form of a weapon that was kind of like an AK-47 or some shit like that, pointed to him and said, basically,
you say Gucci or Pooh Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty was holding it.
Oh, okay.
Toward Gucci Mane.
Okay.
Telling him, like, sign this contract to get me off the label. Mm-hmm. And then robbed him of everything he had on. So it's like the earrings, the necklace, the money, and then they proceeded to post all of this either the same day or the day after.
Pooh Shiesty posted it?
Pooh Shiesty and the people who robbed all of them.
Okay.
All the people that was at the studio.
With the other the guy's jewelry that they stole?
Yeah.
And
like
they had
everything that they stole, they like posted that shit like it was theirs type shit.
Oh, okay.
And I thought it was April the 2nd when all this hit the internet. So I'm like, bro, y'all a day late. Like the April Fools was yesterday. I just knew it was an April Fools joke. No, this shit happened in January.
Yeah.
So yeah. So after hearing that, and then one of it's not the best parts, but it's like one of the most monumental parts of all this is that like Pooh Shiesty said on record on a song with Gucci Mane, everything that he did there, it was literally like on wax. When he was talking about like somebody else at the time, this was like maybe a couple years ago or some shit, maybe when he first got signed or some shit like that. But literally everything he said in that record, he did to Gucci Mane.
Right.
And what I meant by the keep repping is just like, it's like, there are some shiesty niggas in Memphis, like no question about it. And that shit just crazy. That shit just crazy to even hear about. And just to think that form of kind of going back to what people be saying about Memphis and talk stuff like that shit real too. So you can't really deny it, and this shit is public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but what I think is happening, I think Gucci Mane ain't gonna say nothing to the feds, to the police, nothing. He probably gonna deny every single thing to get all of them back on the streets, and then they deal with the shit in a street manner. That's what it's looking like to me.
Right. Yeah. So, Pooh Shiesty, do you feel like that was a wise decision?
No.
Okay. So,
absolutely
stupid?
not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There has to be. Now again, I don't know why per se he would do that. So it had to be something serious enough to rob not anybody but Gucci Mane. Like, you know, something coming after that shit. But like, I don't know. Like, as soon as you hear about it, you be like, damn, that shit was stupid as fuck. Like, why y'all had y'all ankle monitor on. That's why the level of I don't give a fuck was like there. Like, there was no question about that. So, I don't know. I hope that, I don't even know what I hope. That shit just sounds like it's not going to end well for somebody.
Okay.
I don't know who, but
yeah,
that shit don't sound like it's gonna have a happy ending.
Yeah, so I'm curious on how bad your contract got to be when all your homies, it was like 7, 8 of them, all together, and nobody had a bright idea and say, "This is not how it goes." You know what I mean? Yeah.
Even the daddy was in there.
Yeah. So I'm saying, so everybody in your group, that was a guy say, hey, they print out a document from like FedEx Kinko's or whatever.
Facts.
Kinko's.
Yeah. They stopped at Staples Center.
Exactly. Staples or whatever. And printed out a document and told Gucci Mane to sign it, to release him. And pointed a gun at him. And so when people went through the plan, they was like, okay, so this, you can literally just point a gun and they sign it and we're free of the contract. I'll just do this with everything. Right. Yeah. I'll just, show that I am, Suge Knight in them. You know what I mean? So that kind of shows the level of intelligence. I didn't want to believe that at first, like
on everything. I didn't believe none of that.
No, I'm not talking about the like. I didn't want to. I wanted to believe Pooh Shiesty was smarter than this. Yeah, like I think that his music is good. He's very creative, and his wordplay, his flow is just natural. It's cold. Like I even heard his when he was in jail, he was spitting for like 7-8 minutes, and it was real. It was really good. And he's just talking about his experience and how he's rhyming scheming. I just knew his IQ is higher than that. I still want to somewhat believe it because we all are capable of being outside of ourselves when we're furious. Like when we're not thinking about long-term consequences because we want to settle it right here, right now. So I'm like, I want to see this contract. Yeah, because you got your label mate with you, Matt, robbing them too. Yeah. Whoever showed you the contract and explained it or whatever you read, it had to be piss poor. Yeah. Because it just, that is the only acceptable answer. Otherwise, if he just wanted to be like hoe him and be like, hey, I am who I say I am, Shiesty, I don't want to be held by this contract in general, then this was a terrible, dumb, really dumb move. So I want to believe that, but the only reason why I was like, it has to be like a level of stupidity because you drove 6 hours and nothing in your mind is like, bruh, I ain't got to do this. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he was already there.
No, they drove a Hellcat.
No, I think people that pulled up drove. I think he was already in Dallas under house arrest.
I don't know if that's how that went, but because they was talking about how they drove from Memphis to Dallas, and they took a Hellcat and a truck.
No, that is true. But I'm saying I think Shiesty was already in Dallas.
Okay.
Listen, like he had a residence or he stayed there or something.
Regardless of who was there and where was what, you still had the time frame to say, this ain't how it moves.
There were many factors and many hours and planning into this. Yeah. That even down to y'all went to the Staples Center to print off the contract. Like
exactly. And then you give their contract to Gucci Man. He tells you, this is not how this goes, right? There's lawyers involved.
Somebody said, man, sign that shit. Man, nigga shoot you on GP.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then he takes the contract, show his dad. He's like, this look good, dad? He didn't date it. Yeah. That's... Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
They choked the man out. They got the next from that. They said the people, because those are also security / off-duty police officers.
Right.
They was like, we didn't pull out our guns because we were overpowered with their weaponry. Right. Yeah. So we wasn't gonna pull out a pistol when they got Draco with the drums. Yeah. Yeah. So they said they put him on knees, held him down. They was like, we thought they was gonna shoot us execution stuff.
Facts.
Yeah.
I will say.
And they took Gucci Man's wedding ring.
Yeah, the wedding ring. That shit was big as fuck.
I mean, it's Gucci Man.
Right.
Yeah.
They took that shit and oh my God. Like, there's no way this can end. If they get out, there's no way this ends well.
Yeah.
There's no way. What apology? And them niggas definitely ain't gonna apologize. But I'm just saying, like, if everything could go right to have a good ending, like, what would that even be?
Yeah, I mean,
there's nothing that could be done at this point to reconcile that shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could apologize publicly and pay him with interest. That could help. Nobody died, by the way. So I think that would be a resolvable, make a public apology. Hey, Gucci Man, I am extremely sorry for my behavior and how I handled the situation. And that's how you can say it, because you apologize publicly. You're going to say, hey, I'm apologize for robbing your ass publicly. You're not going to say it like that. But and then it's like, hey, I am going to, this is for like the level of compensation I should give, plus more.
Hopefully somebody took the wedding ring. I don't think it's,
give it back and pay him more than what he lost. That is a settable beef between the two. He's like, hey, I wasn't grown enough to handle that, because Gucci talked about, like, I used to rob, I used to steal. Right. You know what I mean? So I understand the level of it. You know. So I've heard Gucci Man talked about what he used to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if somebody robs me and makes me whole again, and then pays me on top of that, I will be less inclined to kill you.
Yeah, right.
yeah. So that's me personally. It's like, hey, he put his pride aside to publicly apologize. That somewhat brings back my level of reputation. Maybe it might, it may lessen a little bit, but it does help. When somebody offends you and apologize for it, and then you getting more than what you lost. That is a compromise that it's not worth Gucci sending his henchmen to die and possibly get, charges based off of that and go back to jail too, because he went to prison for years as well.
Facts. He ain't going back.
Exactly. So I think that would be the way. Do I think it's happened? Hell no. These are starting to feel like low level IQ niggas. So if that's the case, then that's not even going to be a decision in their mind to do.
Right.
Yeah, because there was no. I mean, feels like a broke man's move, which, because you're taking things that are of value and then you're freeing yourself of your contract. It just feels like, hey, he was struggling. Whatever he didn't, I feel like that can't be. It doesn't feel right to me because first day out did something.
Yeah,
that had to do something. That had to put some type of money in your pocket. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even with Gucci Mane, he had interviews saying he can't wait for Pooh Shiesty to get out. So while he was in jail, at least Gucci felt like there was some level of, hey, companionship there. Yeah. Something. So I don't know exactly what went wrong or what conversation was had or what he felt like needed to be done, but it just, everything feels like off base a little bit. It's like there's got to be more to this story.
There's got to be more to this shit.
And this is another point of the circle of people around you. It's like either everybody's literally low level IQ to where they're not thinking or they don't know of possible solutions, but nobody thought to say, hey, you're on house arrest. You're on probation right now. If you go rob somebody personally, they can give you the book. Is whatever you're trying to free yourself of, the money that you're trying to get from this, worth the risk, worth spending the rest of your life in jail?
Yeah,
because you're making money right now. You're rich right now. So let's think of a better long-term plan than this. Like, hey, maybe we need to get money from this album. All right. But now we recruit, lay low, and then, negotiate on the next album or something. There was a better move at play than this one.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. Obviously. Right. Yeah. But nobody had the wisdom to step up and say, hey, this is not good. Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, I still think they going to get out somehow.
Maybe.
At first, I was like, "Oh, it's over.
Maybe
it's completely over." But now I'm hearing they don't have. They see a bag, but like they don't have it on camera that somebody's holding anything.
Okay. All right. So let's continue. So yeah, but they also have to eyewitness testimony from off-duty police officers.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean,
they also have jewelry on Instagram of them wearing the items that they stole.
This is what I'm saying. I mean, I thought that too. But there are other stuff coming out where they're finding loopholes. Gucci is not like, he might as well not even show up.
But guess what? Gucci wasn't the person. He doesn't have to.
He wasn't the only one.
They got robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's other people cooperating. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be Gucci. This was an exec level meeting. Yeah. So Gucci wasn't the only rich person there. It wasn't just his niggas that he got from the trap. He's with businessmen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know fully.
Gucci Mane is an executive with his own record label. Yeah, he's a husband and a father right now.
Right.
Yeah. If you've heard his recent story and how it's changed, he doesn't have those same people he around when he had that big old pot belly.
Right.
Yeah. It ain't just his niggas in them. These are actually level-headed, business move people that's going to be around on a daily basis. Because that's what you need to be successful. You can't just have your homies. You can have your homies from the hood, but they better have elevated with you. Yeah. So yeah. So they're gonna have people who's gonna cooperate. Gucci doesn't need to. That's why. So he can keep it street all he wants because he got that off-duty police officer that is a police officer himself. So he's gonna give his testimony. So yeah, there's going to be wins in court. Some things they won't be able to prove. Yeah, some of the camera, they may not have the camera of them actually robbing, even though I heard that they got it on camera of him saying, "I released Pooh Shiesty on the contract."
Oh yeah.
So if that's the case. If that's airdrop, Apple can be subpoenaed and maybe have to deliver on the video because a lot of things are saved in the cloud and if it deletes, it doesn't actually truly delete.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that battles he got to fight. So
I wonder,
yeah. So I mean, regardless, even if he wins, your rep. I mean, you may seem like a real one, and it may elevate your rap status.
Yeah.
But
Street
guess what you just did?
Who's gonna sign you now? Type shit.
Exactly. Yeah. If you just gonna rob your executive at to release you because you don't want to be legally binding to something, then why, as me, put money into that?
Facts.
So now you got to operate independently with your homies, and y'all got to figure it out on top of your legal battle. And guess what? You're not going to be independent.
Oh, why you say that?
Why would Gucci Mane release him from his contract?
I think that's
because he's still legally binding to Gucci Mane.
Well, I heard or read somewhere that might be the play.
What?
I could be wrong. I think it's alleged information of it's two ways to go about it. It's either like he says that I could be wrong. But from what I heard, it was something like he either says that all this happened and he keeps him under the contract, and Shiesty goes to jail and he just keeps making money off Shiesty to that shit stop or whatever. Or two, he say this shit didn't happen, and then I think the contract has to end or some shit like that, and then he can get out or so. Or like when he gets out, it's something about like the contract is dissolved or something.
Yeah, that I don't believe whatever.
It was some. I can't remember if it was like fucking Vlad or
anybody. Yeah, that doesn't sound like that clause exists, because usually people can be held and bound by their the record label. It be contractually obligated, and the record label won't let them release anything. Yeah, so and they shelve them. Shelving is a thing. And I don't think that, given how Pooh Shiesty handled this situation, that he is like, bro, there's a clause in this that somehow my lawyer wrote in that if I do this thing, then it won't be legally binding anymore. No, you're still most likely contractually obligated to be under Gucci Mane's record label. And guess what? He has your control now. And guess what? If you thought you was going to get out of it, why would he? Now you hurt his reputation. You stole from him, and So why would he? So why we have any incentive to help you or assist you anyway, even if it betters Gucci Mane? I wouldn't, because now you're gonna pay for real. Now you're gonna have the consequences and repercussions of what your actions done, and you're gonna sit in it, and you got to fight a legal battle on top of that. So you got your own criminal battle and this contractual obligation. Gucci may fight tooth and nail to make sure he doesn't get any money. So now you're in jail. You can't even pay your legal fees, possibly. And if you're in jail, how are you going to feed your family for real? Yeah. So it's a lose-lose.
I don't think he want him in jail, though. I don't think he want him.
We don't know. We're guessing.
Right.
Regardless, he doesn't have to. You don't have to want him to jail or not. You still got eyewitness testimony and other people. Yeah. He may not, but the police officer who he robbed,
he's got to get out.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter what Gucci Mane wants. It's about the FBI is filing charges.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let me see what this says.
So everything in this situation is a lose-lose for you. I don't see, besides your reputation of being the real one, if that means the utmost, that's as about as the upside you'll get. Because even if you win criminally, which is be slim to none, it truly is. Yeah, you have wins in battle and everything may not be admissible in court, but you're really fighting it for real. It's like Diddy, if you go back to watching the Diddy videos, I was like, they don't. I said verbatim, the prosecution is fighting with their hands tied behind their back because you can't even bring up the true people, the true power, the true criminals into your case. So there's a lot of things you can't even bring in for real. So I was like, I think Gucci. I thought that he wouldn't even face any time. It would just be, if anything, prostitution charges, which I think is BS. Because who really, you know what I mean? Prostitutes rep it. Nobody needs 3 years for that. You don't get it ever. So, but this is, I feel, the complete opposite. I was like, I mean, they have so much. You can get locked up strictly off of eyewitness testimony alone. Yeah. It may have been Gucci Mane and 8 others, but you still had that 8 others. You still was present. You still had pictures of the jewelry that you wore. Yeah. So how did you get that? Everybody let you borrow the jewelry, but now they're claiming you stole it?
So even if Gucci is like, nah, I gave him mine, there's still other people that are not going to say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Or he could just not say anything. If he gets subpoenaed, he gets subpoenaed. But yeah. So and then all the pictures on top of that. You stopping at Staples. Why'd you stop at Staples or you go to Gucci? Why'd y'all all come down here? What was he? Why was he needed? All right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you already got a criminal record. So that criminal record gets presented. Yeah. It testifies on what you've already done that you already got filed against you before. So it's just a complete failure. I don't get it. It's yeah. But
see, I think I would not necessarily. What I was about to say, I would understand more. Not that I agree or whatever, but if it was just just going back to, it's got to be like way more to this story that would make somebody like for sure like, nah, we gonna do this, and then hours pass by, and then we like, nah, we still gonna do this, and then you riding with the ankle monitor and like, nah, we still gonna do this. Like there's got to be something. There's got to be way more to the story that people like. Cause why? Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's just.
That FDO is going stupid.
Yeah,
that whole guy. How much the FDO got on YouTube?
And so I agree. It's like it's so simple minded. It's almost unbelievable.
Facts. Yeah, definitely didn't think it was true for real. FDO got 50 million.
Yeah. And how many months
for a Rap 3?
Yeah, exactly.
His for first a rap song. Record. That's a true like gutter.
I mean, for sure. And then he got some huge following. And then not only that, he had that snippet with Glorilla, and that song sounded hard. Yeah, I was like, bro, he about to go crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if this is what you're doing, and you just got out of jail, like there ain't no calming of that.
There had to be something.
It wasn't even 6 months, was it? No, because FDO is first day out 3 months, so it may have been 6 months.
Let's see.
I was like, you like jail that much that you don't care to go back? That's where my mind, like, you ain't ever, jail was never on your mind. You really was banking. You was really banking on Gucci being the real one, and he wouldn't snitch. You just rob it, and it would. That's really what you was banking on. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. October 2025.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, father to be moved to jail. Yeah, I think his daddy's coming out. Except for that.
Okay, so 6 months.
Hearing. Oh yeah, when are they going to court?
Yeah, but yeah,
filing a robbery.
Okay, I think we wrap it. We're good. Okay. We did it.
Yeah. I was just wondering when he was.
Yeah, I see. It's not even about what we talk about. It's like you just curious yourself. Let me read this real quick.
No, I was wondering when they're going to court, like when all that shit is happening. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I really wonder how that shit's gonna go.
Right, but
kidnapping Gucci Mane is like wild. I never thought I would have heard that unless it's like somebody on the caliber of Gucci Mane.
Right. Yeah.
Like I don't know, like a Jeezy type person, just somebody that's in the game like super long, not even rapper, but. Somebody with a whole bunch of street cred and maybe sending henchmen and shit like that, but not like a young nigga just like, nah, we gonna get Gucci Mane. The Gucci Mane?
Yeah, right. But yeah, we run up on an hour now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
we good. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is Two for the Culture. We love y'all. We'll be back.
We'll be back.